Hey, welcome in. My name is Caitlin. I'm here to deliver a collective message I received from Spirit. It felt very powerful, and I just wanted to share what I saw. I had this vision of standing in the middle of like a circle of fire, like people sort of standing around with tiki torches. It felt very like Ten of Wands, sort of guard up, but like working really hard energy. Around that ring of fire, it felt almost like a sense of like a guard that had served you well, but maybe was no longer serving you, like it was keeping too much out. So out of this ring of fire comes a small child, a girl, holding one singular wand. So it felt very like Page of Wands. And at the same time, I saw a music box with a ballerina twirling. So it felt sort of like inner child and also divine feminine. So this outer wall of fire then sort of evaporates and this child approaches you. At the same time, there's a fire next to you dancing with almost like that same ballerina dancer twirling feminine figure in it. So watching that dance, and you're entranced by it, like just the sense of like fixation on this powerful feminine figure. So it almost feels like walls and guards that have been put up for protection to really survive in life, feeling like healing that inner child as well as divine feminine. It felt almost like the innocent and maybe the more like rejected parts of divine feminine power. So you're this sense of staring at this fire, being entranced by it, wanting it, being magnetized to it. You want to walk up to it, but then also feeling like you'll evaporate. And I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Elemental, it might make sense. The water and the fire kind of fall in love with each other, but they can't be together because the water will put out the fire will evaporate the water. And you're just entranced by it, but you want to bring a gesture towards this fire. Like, hey, I see you, you're beautiful. And the fire's watching you back at the same time. So I heard in my head, the fire that you watch is watching you. So it's that almost like primitive sense of like standing around a fire, right? As us, like we're divine beings, but we're also humans and animals at the end of the day. So like almost like very primitive, like staring at a fire, right? That I feel like we all have that universal experience. So anyway, the fire that you watch is watching you back. So you approach this fire with a single rose, and you're like trying not to evaporate into steam as you approach this fire. And the figure in the fire then transforms to be like you, to be emotional, like water. Like you, by approaching this fire with this gesture of love, you've brought healing. So the figure comes down, you join hands, and it keeps going. Okay, stick with me. Stick with me if you're still watching. Thank you. So you join hands, and then you almost like rocket off into like the astral plane. So you look like, I saw sort of like pink and blue and purpley like swirling, two different swirling streams of energy going into the air, and it almost looked like DNA, like a double helix, and going into the sky, into the astral plane. It kept going. There was like a crystal castle. I heard that band. I think they're like EDM. I don't know. I don't really listen to EDM, but I heard crystal castles, and it almost was like cartoon land. It was really cool. And I was trying to like hang on to it because I'm already like 45 minutes into this vision, and I'm like trying to hold on to it and not lose it. And then coming back down to Earth and landing in the ocean, almost like astronauts coming back from space and landing in the ocean where it's safe and cushioned. So then I see now your people. Now I see you standing on the beach in union. And where I live by the beach, and there's always lots of like weddings at the beach, which is really beautiful. So I sort of see like two people standing at the beach, and it's, you know, regardless of gender, just sort of like in union, holding hands, flowers, flower crowns. So this could be in union with yourself. It could be in union with another person. It felt like very healing of divine feminine and not being afraid of your fire. So I hope that resonates with you, with somebody. Yeah, I'll be back with more of a full moon reading. I feel like this fire could also be like you're being encouraged with the full moon in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a fire sign, to embrace that fire. It's a very joyful sign. It's a happy sign. So have fun. Get out there and dance. All right. See you later.